Winning in itself, no matter what you do in life, winning comes from the inside out, and not from the outside in. All right, hey guys, David Berry, ThInk, Facebook Live podcast, broadcasting live from Locust Grove, Oklahoma, from the mansion. So a little bit of things I want to take. Oh yeah, I know y'all probably noticed my cowboy hat. I'm a fucking cowboy tonight, boys. I got a couple of things I want to address before we get into the podcast tonight. What is it? Oh yeah, okay. So I have these podcasts that we're doing on Facebook Live, and then we're also recording the audio, and the audio will get downloaded to my website, monsterbull.com, and you can go to the tab that says, I think it says podcast. But anyway, you can go there and listen to the audio if you're driving down the road, headed to an event, headed home from an event, whatever you need a David Berry fix. You can go to monsterbull.com, go to the podcast, and you can hear the audio. While you're there, you can sign up for like what is that, Holly? Like a subscription or sign
up for email.
Sign up for my emails. So when I'm doing stuff, I'll send you an email. And so you'll be kind of like the first one to know what's going on. So, do you know what it says exactly on that website? Like
on the bottom of every page, there's.
On the bottom of every page. Mm-hmm. Okay. So anyway, sign up.
A big block. Yeah.
So just again, it's another way for me to reach out to you guys and be a little more personal about it. 2, I have a YouTube channel. It is David Berry Monster Bull. That's where we're shooting video. Mostly it's here at the ranch, but just shooting shows and, just kind of life of berry ranching, rodeo ranching with me. So anyway, you can go there, David Berry Monster Bull, YouTube, and then there I think you can subscribe to the channel. So that I think you get notifications when a new show's fixing to land. So, all right, I got my crew here. I think that's all I needed to say.
You're gonna.
Oh yeah, yes, yes, right. I know what I'm doing. I'm an untrained professional. Shannon, pick a number from 1 to how many?
28.
Okay, 1 to 28. Randomly out of the freaking air, pick a number. 1 to 28.
21.
21.
21.
21. Okay, 21. All right. So what that is, guys, is I had posted. I think it was my school ad, my Thanksgiving school ad, which is what date is that? November. It's Thanksgiving weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Thanksgiving weekend. Okay, 26, 7, and 8, 28. Anyway, I posted that ad on Facebook, and then I said, if you share it, I will, the following Monday, a week, I would go to who all shared it and randomly draw a name, and you would win a Monster Bull hoodie. And so there was 28 people that shared it, and so Shannon didn't know what she was picking a number for. She picked number 21. And so what is...
Number 21 gets a free hoodie, and that is Wyatt Dilly.
Wyatt Dilly.
He will actually be here this weekend for the coach practice.
Wyatt Dilly. You won a hoodie, a free hoodie. I hope Double X fits you, because that's all we got right now. That's why we're giving them away?
No.
No? I thought that's what you told me to tell him.
No, he gets what he wants.
He gets what he wants. Okay. All right, guys. So anyway, Wyatt Dilly, you win a free Monster Bull hoodie.
He said, hell yeah.
And so you will be able to pick that up. Holly said you'll be here at my school coach practice this weekend, which is extremely sold out. Could be one of the most sold out things I've every one of them sold out so far. knock on wood, God bless it. But it's really full this weekend, and then my next deal is November, Thanksgiving weekend. It's a 3-day deal, and I'm adding to it, so it's going to be even wolfier. So anyway, does my cowboy hat look okay? I mean, I don't look like a nerd or anything. I look awesome. So anyway, let's get into the podcast. Let's get into some ThInk ranks shit, right? So Holly, you've got some stuff you was want to bring up that's been brought up, been sent to us or whatever, or just something that you're wanting to ask. And we kind of talked about that earlier. What is those topics that you would like for me to talk about?
I mean, what's your opinion on, is bull riding for everybody?
Is bull riding for everybody? Bull riding, yes, is for everybody. No doubt. Bull riding is for everybody, no doubt. Now, riding bulls, that's a different cat. That's not for everybody. Bull riding is for everybody, but riding bulls, that's not necessarily going to be for everybody. You might want to try it, but it may not work out for you. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? I tried out to be a singer. Didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? A GQ model. Didn't work out, right? So, I mean, it is what it is, guys. I mean, and you can't change that. But the ones it does work out for, it's awesome. It's an amazing feeling to ride bulls. Better than sex. And so with that said, if it don't work out for you though, there is something out there waiting for you that will give you the same rush feeling. And so don't is bull riding for everybody? Yes. Is riding bulls for everybody? Not necessarily. There's going to be that's a tough road to hoe. Bull riding is a very demanding sport and event of rodeo, of the rodeo events. It's one of the most demanding. I think they all. How many rodeo events are there? 7 standard, 7. So I think they're all
8 now with breakaway.
8 now with breakaway. Let's stay with 7. Of the 7 events that I know, besides breakaway, which are hugely demanding, whether you're roping Kaz, bulldog, and team roping. I don't know about team roping. Let's kick them out too. Now we're down to 6 events. So
let's see how many people you can piss off tonight.
Right? Huh?
Let's just see how many people you can piss off tonight.
Okay. Awesome. Are they deleting me off their stuff? Our numbers were here, now they're down to here now. That's awesome. So anyway, all the rodeo events are demanding. Even the judges, the secretaries, the timekeepers, the announcers. It's just, rodeo is a very special thing, and everybody that's involved in it is amazing people. And so even if riding bulls isn't for you, maybe one of the other activities in rodeo that it takes to make a successful rodeo happen, you could be a part of that because of the love of the sport, love of the event. And so anyway, what else you got there?
Let's talk about bull riding, since that's...
Let's talk about bull riding.
Okay.
Hell yeah, because team ropers ain't listening now. Or breakaway ropers.
When does winning start?
When does winning start?
And losing start.
Winning and losing. I see. So here we go. So what Holly's asking me is basically like winning and losing, defining the difference there. It's easy. Winning puts a smile on your face. Losing puts a frown on your face. Winning, I tell the guys at my coach practice when we're training to be bull riders, is that winning starts when you think you're done, when you think you're bucked off. That's when winning starts, and that's when losing starts off too. They show themselves at the same exact time moment, and so basically, if they're gonna appear, winning is gonna appear and losing is gonna appear, and you make the choice. Which one do you want to do? Which one are you gonna be? in that moment, because it happens in moments. It happens in seconds, half seconds, split seconds. You have to make that decision. And so if you want to be a winner, you're going to have to make that decision and do winning things. If you're going to be a loser, that's easy, because quitting is the easiest way to be a loser. You know what I'm saying? So, and so I tell the boys that, you know, when you think you're done, you're not. Kick in that winning mind. I'm not done. And I've always told myself forever in my life is there's more. And so when I thought I was done, I wasn't done. And so if I'm doing sit-ups, push-ups, jumping rope, whatever it was, when I thought I was done, I did more. And that's what, because winning and losing was trying to show itself to me at that moment when I thought I couldn't do another setup, and I had to make that decision, that choice, and I kept going. And you'll be surprised when you think you're done, you're not. You'll be extremely surprised. And it's in anything you do in life, from just, you know, we're talking about bull riding right now, but anything you do in life, you'll find that if you'll just press on, you have more in you. And when you think you're out of breath, you ain't, you know. So that's where I'm at with that one.
And do you kind of think sometimes for guys that maybe they've accomplished more and it starts to come easier for them, that they get? Do you have to ask yourself if are you okay with that, or do you still want more even though you're winning? Do you still think there's more? Do you want more?
Well, winning is not a destination, and so losing is a destination. Winning's not. Winning is endless. Winning continues to go on. There's always more, and so when you do win, you have to reset, and that's the hardest thing. Is once you've accomplished, hit your target, is resetting that target, resetting that goal. Because it's almost, to me, it's almost harder to win the second time than it is the first time. And I'll use the example I've heard. I'm a big music fan. I love music, and of all types. Not huge on country, but other music I'm really a huge fan of. But I've heard people say, you know, it took me my whole life to write that first hit song. And now the record company wants me to reproduce it in months, you know, reduplicate it, write another one within months, you know. And it's like, hell, it took me my whole life to write that first one. And so, to me, winning the second time, you have to really probably put more into it. I do know, I'll use the example of when I won the Rookie of the Year. I rode against Ty Murray, the great Ty Murray, if you ask me. And guys like the late Brent Thurman. I outrode him that year, and so I won all this stuff for being Rookie of the Year, and I also won a 20X black gold cowboy hat, and so anyway, that's at the end of the year. I get my new hat, get it shaped like I want, and start entering in January. We start entering all the building rodeos. I couldn't fucking ride past the chute gate hardly. And for a long time, I blamed it on that black fucking hat. I was pretty sure that so much was bad luck. You know, there was something to do with that hat that was causing me to fall off and not be the bull rider I was the previous year. And so it was lack of my focus, lack of my target. I was kind of caught up in being David Berry, the Rookie of the Year. I wasn't used to that attention. I mean, I wasn't used to no attention. And now all of a sudden, I was getting it all. And so I lost, I kind of let that go to my head, if you will, you know. And so it turns out it wasn't a hat. So
winning today means like starting over again.
Starting over again. Yeah, you have to start over. And that's where I had to be is kind of forget about last year, what I did. And honestly, I did away with my hat for a while because I had to clean my slate and get back to just, you know, bare knuckles, you know, the bare knuckles of stuff. And so That's one of the things I've always admired about Donnie Gay was that he was able to win 8 gold buckles, and Lane had told me one time that Donnie had told him that you think winning 1 gold buckle is hard, win 8 of them. And I didn't really understand what Lane was saying and what Donnie was saying, but now I do. Winning that first one and 1, there's a bunch of people that win 1, but how many repeat it, and then repeat it, and then repeat it, and then repeat it? That's some wolfy badass shit right there. And that's learning to set targets and stay focused, being focused on what you're doing and what you want, and forgetting what you just did last year or whatever, And you have to almost get amnesia, I would think, and forget about everything and start all over and work even harder. If that, I think you do have to work harder to win the second time around than you did the first time. And then to win the third time around, I think you got to work even harder, So
you don't have to love the process, but you have to love the results.
So absolutely. The process of winning sucks. The work you have to put into it, the bulls you got to get on, the dirt you're going to eat, the miles you're going to drive, the miles you're going to fly, the time away from your family, the sacrifices that you're going to put into to winning sucks, but the price comes. It's well worth it. Being focused on what you want, you're going to sacrifice, but that sacrifice is well worth it.
Focus on the win, not the battle.
Absolutely. So as you're focusing, you have to be focusing on your target. You have to have that target in your vision, and not be thinking about the battle and worrying about the battle and consumed with the battle. You have to be focused on what you're doing this for, where you're headed, what's in it for me. So
it's like winning the battle in your brain, because every day it's a war inside your brain.
Well, every day you're going to, because we're humans, thanks to Adam and Eve, that you become, you're going to be thinking about, I don't have to do it today. You're going to come up with an excuse not to train today, and that's where focus and your passion. Really, what do you want to what are before you set your target? Make damn sure that's what you want, because to hit the target, you're going to have to sacrifice so much, and your mind is going to try to tell you on certain days. It's easy to get up after I spent some time talking to you. You're going to be fucking on fire. But what about when I'm not there? You've still got to put yourself on fire and get your ass up and do stuff. Do stuff that winners do winning things. And so that's the hardest part about what I find with the guys that come around me is their focus. And because they're going to have hills and valleys in that, they tend to lose focus. And I see them, obviously when you come around me and spend the day with me, whatever, it's I'm going to light your fire. But you have to learn to do that yourself, and that comes from knowing why are you riding bulls. And that should tell you something too. If you want to ride bulls, or you are riding bulls, but you ain't doing anything about it, maybe you don't really want to ride bulls. Or maybe you don't have maybe you're just there for the ride, not for the win, so
like when you said you won the Rookie of the Year, then you came back and you couldn't stay on anything. Did you lose your confidence, or if you did, how did you get it back?
Oh shoot, I don't know that I ever lost my confidence. It was just a mystery to me. Life has been a mystery to me, because every day has been different. Everything I've gotten into has been different. Bull riding's different, and so there was never a roadmap. Even though I rodeoed with the best in the world, there was still no roadmap for myself, because I wasn't them. And so I had to live every day to the fullest, and to a point where I had to have that not lack of confidence. It was just that why was I getting bucked off, and I didn't understand it at the time. It didn't show itself to me, and there wasn't nobody walking up to me saying, "Hey, man, you know, it's just, it ain't the hat, dude," you know. But I spent some time on blaming it on the hat, you know. But so basically, you find yourself trying to make excuses and not really focus on the real, and that's, you know, something why I'm glad to be doing the ThInk podcast, the David Berry Coach Practice, our apparel, stuff like that has the sayings, things that come up, is that I didn't have none of that, and I'm hoping to be able to help you, whether you're a bull rider or I'm sure, you know, probably not no team ropers are listening to me now, or breakaway ropers, but the rest, or business people, entrepreneurs, parents, families. Parents ask me questions all the time because they was like me when I started riding bulls. I didn't have no answers. I just knew I wanted to do it. And I have the experience and have experienced so much with the industry that I can give somewhat of advice. I'm not the family member, but I can kind of give you an idea of what you're going to be fixing to get into.
And for the younger guys especially, trying to figure it out, what's the difference between ego and confidence, or do you need both, or are they mutually exclusive, or what?
Well, that's a really good question. Ego and confidence and ego. It takes both. There'll be people that say, "Well, I don't like that fucker because he's arrogant. He got an ego." But then at the same time, there's that guy that's just confident that people will accuse of being arrogant. You know, confidence is something that you basically you know you can do it. You know you can do it. Ego is mouthing off and bragging about something that you can probably do, but you're kind of putting a little more swag in it, you know. And so, but it does take it takes a mixture of that. In my opinion, I see it in people, I see it in bulls, I see it in the horses. That you got to have confidence, but you also got to have a little bit of ego swag too, you know. And a lot of people are intimidated by both of those, and they will. You're going to walk a path that's not heavily traveled when you get really good, and when you become good and then really good, you're going to be walking a path that's not heavily traveled, and so you're only walking that path because you have confidence, and with that confidence, you also have that ego. It's kind of, you know, the milk that goes with the cereal, and so you're gonna have a little swag, you know, and be respectful with it, you know, to the best that you can. But at the same time, I love that stuff.
Well, and if you're winning, do you think you necessarily need to explain yourself to other people, or do you just need to owe it to yourself, private?
Yeah, no, I think so. When I talk about ego and confidence, that's an internal thing. I'm not talking. That's not words. That's not you running your mouth over here like, what, you know, I'm the baddest, whatever, to get on a bucking bull. It's the internal thoughts. Winning in itself, no matter what you do in life, winning comes from the inside out, and not from the outside in. Okay, what happens to a lot of people is they let the outside in and try to let that feeling and thought determine their direction or their focus, and that's not right. You should win from the inside out, and when you do that, that's arrogance and confidence, and that pushes people, the negative, out of your way. And I'll talk about energy. I'm a huge believer in energy. Like attracts like, and so and we'll get into that moving forward. But you when you win, winning's from the inside, and it's not a sound word. It's not a winning does not have a name, a color. it has a vibration, and it's unseen, but it has a vibration. And when you attach to that vibration, and it attaches to you, it goes out and attaches to the other stuff that wins. You know, people talk about, man, you're hot. You know, you're drawing good. Fuck, I'm attaching my good energy to them good bulls. You know, it's truthful. I mean, it's proven facts. And so, but winning comes from the inside out. But a lot of us want the outside world because we're looking for approval. We're looking for friendships. We're looking for that attaboy, whatever. And what happens is we let the inside world in, and the
outside world in.
What I say?
Inside world.
Okay, right. Good catch. That's why you're a producer. So letting that outside world in starts trying to determine who you are, and that's not true. You determine who you are from the inside.
If you set your targets, you're the one that knows how to get there.
Well, when you set your target, you may not even know how to get there, but you set your target so high that it's reality to you. It becomes reality. To win, you have to see yourself already winning, and if you can't see yourself winning, then you haven't set your target right, and or you don't believe in yourself and what you just set your target for. Okay, you have to be real with yourself. But you also got to, the saying is shoot for the stars, you know, shoot for the moon. And so it's huge important that when you do set your target, and we talked about that in some of our earlier podcasts, is that target is a circle with a bullseye in the middle of it. Goals to me are what you do about getting to that target. And so you have to believe in your target, and that you're able to put in the work that it's gonna take. To achieve that. And so one of the things that I see with the guys is that they get confused because they ride good for a while and then they start struggling for a while. That's in anything. That's in life. That's just life. That's just no matter what you do. And so, but what happens is you can shorten that struggle up by continually to believe in yourself. And I know y'all don't want to hear this. A lot of guys don't want to hear this, but laugh it off. You know, I say now we got us a game. When shit gets me backed into a corner, laugh it off. Now we got us a game. So I'm not going to let something that's not going my way come from the outside in. I'm going to solve it from the inside out. Okay, and how I do that is how I self-talk to myself, and that's back to. Now we got us a game, or I'm going to laugh this off. And it's hard when you get bucked off or whatever, whatever happens, you're mad, and rightfully so, you should be. But at some point in that time frame, you have to laugh it off and say, that won't happen again. No way. You know what I'm saying? But if you get up and you beat yourself down and say, you know, I'm struggling, which is a bad word. I need help, which is another bad word, you know, in my opinion. You need to be doing stuff differently, probably. You need to seek out some David Barry stuff, you know, some David Barry vibes. But when it gets right down to it, you're not a loser. You don't have problems. Problems will try to affix to you, but you can solve that. You can cure that. You can stop that, and you can do something about that. And that again back to ThInK, RANK, and David Barry coach practice stuff is I'm hoping to be able to help people with that. You know, I don't even know if there's anybody watching this Facebook Live. You know, I mean, I don't know if anybody's. I don't have the screen in front of me, man. What I do know is I have a bull riding coach practice this weekend for 2 days, and it's lippin' freaking full of kids wanting to be bull riders. I won't let none of them down, but I'm only a vehicle. I can't do it for them. I can't put my hand in rope and put my try, my desire, my target out there for them. It's their target. It's their effort. It's their desires. What do you want? How bad do you want it? What are you willing to do about it? It's all, you have to answer those questions. And that's how you get to the next step. And winning is winning's not a destination. It goes on and on and on. And there's a lot of people that get used to just that one spot in life and never proceed more. And there's so much more out there. We leave so much on the table. It's crazy. So
you were talking about winning earlier, seeing yourself winning. Can you expand on that a little bit? Are you talking about seeing yourself winning the prize, or are you seeing yourself the performance of winning you're performing?
The actual perform. I see myself performing the win. Yeah. And then what comes with that? Maybe it's a new truck, maybe it's a new hat, maybe it's new boots, maybe it's a new belt. Maybe it's a ranch, maybe it's being able to take that check and cash it and buy cows. That's what I see. I visualize that. What do I want? Why am I doing this? Why am I nodding my head? There has to be that purpose. And so you have a target of the win, but then there's that purpose of it. And that purpose is what do you want out of this? And so that's where I visualize the win. I visualize the purpose of what am I going to do with all these goodies when I win them? What am I going to do with all this money? How am I going to invest it in my future? Because bull riding, rodeo cowboying is short-lived. It's a hell of a ride, but it's short-lived. And there was a day I didn't think it would ever end. And by God, it did, You go to a bar, there's closing time. And they don't care how good of a time you're having, it's closing time. And rodeo life is the same way. So you don't have time to fuck around. You don't have time to, I'll do this tomorrow. You don't have time, next year. It's now. It's like right now. Not just now, it's like right now. I said right now. Not when you feel like it. Not when you feel better. I said right now. And if you ain't got the right now in you, then you ain't got it in you. You know what I'm saying? You're just added money. You're just the other guy out there that just called you added money. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to outride me. You ain't going to beat me. You might luck out and get one road one night and score higher than I do. Big fucking deal. Let's do this all year long. See who fucking lands on top, So think and rank. Think and rank, So that's just kind of where we're at, And if you ain't fucking thinking rank, boys and girls, then you might want to rethink the fuck you are doing. Or, So you've got to get real with yourself. You have your whole life. You have your whole life, however long it lasts, to do whatever. But you only have moments and time in your life to do it now. And it ain't someday. There's no someday. You know what I'm saying? The only someday there should be in your life is the someday when you turn 18 so you can buy a pro card or a permit. That should be the only someday. Everything else is right now. Everything is right now. And so it's kind of where I'm at, I got a lot more to say, but I don't know how to say it right now.
You said a lot.
Have I?
You said a lot.
Have I? How long have I been talking? Like 10 minutes?
Plus 20 or so.
Plus 20?
Yeah. No.
I was just good for 8 seconds back in the day. But anyway, whatever. So I ain't talking about my love life either. I'm talking about riding bulls, winning. You know what I'm saying? Winning, boys and girls. And I love the energy. I love to be around it. I love to be around people that want to win but don't know how to yet. I'm going to help you. I'm going to teach you how to win. There's a difference between being good and really good. There's a difference there. And there's a bunch of people that are just good. I want really good. I mean really good. I'm talking badass. Okay? And just because you think it and just because you want it, don't guarantee you're going to get it. You got to do something about it. And you got to surround yourself with people like myself who has that energy and desire to win and is winning, and you'll like attracts like. Okay, you got to have the right corner man, boys, girls, moms, dads. You got to have the right people around you, and that's what my purpose in life is right now, is to help you guys. Why God chose me to do this, I don't know, but I'm here to help you guys. And I you think I'm going to fail you? Because if I fail you, I fail myself. And I ain't about to fucking fail, boys. I am not about to fail. I may trip, fall, I'll get back up. I may not win every time, but I'm winning. I'll teach you how to win. I'll show you how to win. I'll show you how to fucking walk the talk. So, anyway, I'm getting the hook. And show business, that means come off the stage. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting the hook, people. So talk to my producer about it. I can talk all night. Come on. I'm going to need another drink if we are, but it's all good. So anyway, listen, guys, if there is anybody out there listening to me, thank you. If you like what I'm doing, spread the word. Tell people. Send them to my monsterbull.com site. Sign up, send them to my YouTube channel, watch the shows. I have so much more planned for the future. I've done a lot of things, guys, and most of it I have to invent the shit because it's not out there. You have no idea what I think about and how I think about it, and how every day I want to win. And I have to do something to win. And it may not be riding bulls. It may not be bucking my bulls. It may not be something that I'm truly passionate about right now. But I will find something to win about. And I'll keep it as simple as this. Opening the door for somebody is a win. Telling that cashier behind that register, "Hi, how are you doing? Nice day," or something. You look nice. Thank you. That's a win. Those wins add up. They stack up. Okay? So to start practicing winning now, and it'll carry into the arena, okay, with you. So anyway, with that said, what do I say? I'm grateful, thankful. Thank you for listening to ThInk. What the fuck is the word? What do we call this son of a bitch? All right, I don't need no more drink. Who's putting shit in my drink? Think rank. Thank you for listening, guys. You want to win, you got to think rank, and that's just all it is to it. So until next time, till next Wednesday, 7:30 Central Standard Time. I'm David Berry. You are listening to Think Rank, and God bless.